Okay, so I've ordered 2 new Petcocks for this bike. The exact same style, except that this comes straight down like so I can run the gas lines more directly without making a curve. One of these is apparently leaking. I don't know which one. And I can't get them off. I literally cannot get them off. I've got the right size wrench, and Kevin was here helping me. And we are at the point now where we don't know how these were installed, but they were probably installed when the client's father painted this bike and put them in here. There's no lock nuts on there, so they are just strictly screwed up into this fitting, which appears to be a nut that's been welded to the bottom of this gas tank. Now, I'm familiar with that because on my bike up there, I did the exact same thing. I took it to a welder and had two nuts welded to the back end of the tank. And because the tank was sitting so high, the one filler halfway down that tank couldn't be used. So I had a welder weld 2 nuts to the back side of that tank so I could use the whole tank. So I'm quite familiar with what his dad did here. He wanted to use the whole tank. Normally these custom tanks came with a drain on the in the middle here for a Harley Davidson, and so this was added. This nut was added. Then this was screwed in, and without a locking nut, you can't position this. So I assume that it was either put in there really tight in order to line it up, or with some really good locking filler, gasket sealer or something, or Loctite. And the only thing that's going to break that free, if it's possible at all, would be some heat on here. And there's not a chance in heck that I'm going to go anywhere near this tank, this paint, with heat. Not even a heat gun. I don't want to go anywhere near this with heat. So I'm really stuck. I'm going to send this to the client directly and publish it. What the heck? And explain to him that I will use enough force to take this off the bike if he will be here with me when I do it, so that he can see what I'm up against and be part of the effort, because I don't want to take responsibility for it. I mean, his dad painted this tank back in the 1960s, 70s. And I'm not going to mess it up. It's just too pretty. I mean, it's too classic. This is classic chopper. This is what me and my brothers rode. So that's where we are. I'm sort of caught. If you have any good ideas, penetrating oil and all that kind of stuff, I've got some. I'll put it on there. But if you have any ways to break a Petcock free, I'm really afraid I'm going to snap it off. That'll leave the threads up here, which means taking the tank off onto the bench and drilling or using an easy out to get them out, which means probably screwing up the threads on this welded bolt. And boy, now you're getting into real serious problems, which I would really like to avoid. So that's where we are. I'll send this to the client and get his opinion. Maybe we'll just leave it and live with this slight leak.